Hello, ladies. Welcome back. Welcome back to another dose of leisure on Queens of Leisure. Today, we're going to talk about our inner girl. You might be thinking, inner who? Inner what? Inner girl. Our inner girl is basically you. It's that little person that you once was, that little girl you once was before you became an adult, before you grew up and had ideas and had concerns, had bills to pay, had responsibility. It was that little person that you once was before. For those of you, it might be the first time you're even hearing the term inner girl. Well, that inner girl is still here. She hasn't gone anywhere. She's actually been talking to you this entire time. Maybe you have not been listening. She's been speaking to you about how she feels. She's been hinting about certain things of her fears and what makes her happy, but you probably have not been listening to her. So today we're going to talk about reconnecting with her, reconnecting with our inner girl. First way you can reconnect, you can begin to reconnect with your inner girl is to listen to how you feel. Learn how to feel again. What is your body feeling? How are you feeling? What you're feeling? Where do you feel it? Do you feel it in your lower back, your stomach, your shoulder? Believe it or not, our bodies can still retain trauma. I learned this years ago when I was studying massage therapy, that muscle have memory. I didn't know this. So there was a time, to give an example, a story, short story time. I was getting a massage on the table and I was starting to get emotional during the massage. And it was during that time I ended up learning that our muscles can still retain trauma. And it looks like I was getting healed on that table because I was letting go of whatever it is I was holding that was trapped in my muscle where it was being massaged at the time. So I say this to bring awareness that your body could be very well be carrying certain things right now that you're not even aware of, things from our childhood that we didn't resolve, that we didn't face. It's still there. So I'm encouraging you today to learn how to feel again. Pay attention to how you're feeling. The conversation you had with that person, how did it make you feel? Did you feel uncomfortable by that touch? Were you upset? Do not make excuses for how you're feeling, for how someone makes you feel. If they were out of line, they were out of line. Do not make excuses. Oh, they were having a bad day, or they're going through this, or they're going through that. No, if you were hurt, you were hurt. If they hurt you, they hurt you. Do not disqualify how you feel. Do not neglect that because it is very real. And your inner girl, she's so good at pointing things out. She's been pointing things out. And it's about time that you listen to her. You pay attention to her. And when you listen to her, listening ties into number 2. You will become assertive. It's to be assertive. Remember her? Remember how she was fearless? Remember how she would not hold back to tell you what is going on with her? Or she would tell you, hey, I don't like that. Hey, stop. Don't do that. Or I want this. Or can I have that? You remember how assertive she was? How assertive you were when you were her, which you are still her, by the way, but you get what I mean. Remember when you were that little person? Nothing can stop you. No one can tell you anything. You would walk in a room and you would own it. You'd be with your friends and telling them what to do, how to do things. You were a leader. You were on fire. What happened? What happened to you? What happened to her? You silenced her. Today is the day to unsilence her. Listen to her. Hear her speak. Hear what she needs. Hear what her wants are and what her desires are. Hear her out. You'll be surprised. Lastly, to reconnect with your inner girl, you can do this by doing the things you once enjoyed. She once enjoyed when you were little. What are these things? I'll share mine. I have nothing to hide. I was an interesting little girl. I enjoy roaming in the woods. I went to this school, elementary. My elementary school was surrounded by like nature and trees and wood and forest, all in one. It was a big land. So during recess, I would find myself just going on a stroll in the forest. I'm picking up berries, eating them. Thank God they weren't poisonous because I wouldn't be here. I would be catching bees and catching fireflies because I was so fascinated by them. Dragonflies. I loved climbing trees. I had a tree house. We had a tree house in our community for the kids. And us little girls, we play tree house and go in there and read, play with our dolls. I enjoyed playing outside when it's raining. I love the rain and just running outside in my bathing suit back and forth. And of course, our Caribbean parents be like, you're gonna get a cold, don't do that. But we're just doing things that made us happy as a little girl. I enjoyed walking barefooted, feeling the mud like between my toes, and it felt so good, and riding my bicycle and so much more. I'm beginning to remember. What were the things you enjoyed doing as her? I know you're thinking, well, it'll probably be ridiculous to as an adult to be running out in the rain. The adult version can, when the summer comes, you can use the hose, and while you're watering your lawn or doing whatever it is that homeowners do, and especially if you have kids, you can hose them down. It'll be a fun thing. They're gonna be like, wow, who's this fun mom? And they'll probably want to do it to you too, and you guys can have a wonderful time because you'll be connecting with your inner self again, and it'll give you time to get to spend with your kids again and just reconnect. Another example is riding your bike. You're never too old to ride your bike. So that's a plus, right? And if you don't have a bike, go buy a bike. Start bicycling yourself in the park or in the neighborhood. Now that the weather is nice, it's spring and it's about to be summer, you get a good exercise and I'm sure your waistline is going to be like, hallelujah, thank you. So do that. And there's so many things. If you can't remember, just sit with yourself and start writing these things. Try to go back, and I'm sure you're gonna have so much things that are gonna come back to you, and you'll be amazed. Like, oh my goodness, I did enjoy doing these things, and I've forgotten. So go ahead and do that. Our video is coming to an end. Our chat today. This was fun to share with you. So go ahead and share in the description below. What are the things that you enjoyed doing as a child, as this little person, this little girl, that you're going to start doing again. You're going to start doing today. Thank you for connecting. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet to this channel, please do. Welcome. Come and join us. Come and join the crew, the Queens of Leisure crew. We're also on Instagram. Our community is there. Come join us. Come join and connect with us beautiful ladies. We'd love to have you and be friends and continue this journey together of growing and flourishing as beautiful queens as we are. So until next time, ladies, this was wonderful. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.